So guys are always asking me, what are some of the instances that have happened in my life that I can really know that God was there and changed things for me? And one of the most important things I tell guys is you have to surrender. And I think surrender is the hardest thing for men because we want to be in control. Life's about us, right? Well, the answer is wrong. And I had to learn that the hard way. So 27 years ago, when my daughter was born, my wife had a perfect pregnancy. She wasn't sick or anything. We went in the hospital to have the baby, and all of a sudden, the heart rate on the baby plummeted. And they told us we might lose her. And my wife's heart rate started to go down really fast. And they said we had to get her in the ER right away. So they whisked them off. And I'm sitting there all by myself. So a nurse comes to get me and takes me down to the scrub room where the surgeons come and do their thing, scrubbing and all that. And I'm in there all by myself, and I hear a commotion going on the other side of the wall, and it's the ER, and I was frankly pretty scared. Now, I had been leading worship for a long time in front of a lot of people, and I guess people may have thought that I was really 100% sold out, but I certainly wasn't. I hadn't totally capitulated and surrendered. You know, in the world, when you go like this, it means a weakness to surrender like this. But when you get on your knees and surrender like this to God, man, that's what it's all about. So I was sitting there in the scrub room, and there was a red phone sitting there. And I'm like, well, who am I going to call for help? Am I going to call my father? And the answer was no, because we didn't have any relationship at that point. And so I realized, I just got down on one knee. And I remember saying, Lord, it's not if you let one or both of them live. It's whatever the result today, I'll accept it because I know that I've given everything to you, and I give you my total trust and my total obedience and my total love. And everything changed that day for me. I remember how strong it was and what I felt. Everything around me just disappeared, the sound, everything. My daughter, when she was actually born in there in the ER, she didn't breathe for well over a minute. And I got to stay with her all night in pediatric intensive care. And today, 27 years later, she's a lead guest services pastor at a large church. And, you know, guys, I look back at my life and anything I may have had material-wise, I've been broke, I've had a little bit, vacations, cars, maybe houses or anything, and none of that matters to me as much as if my kids know and serve Christ. So I just wanted to share that story with you. That God will talk to you in different ways, but surrender is absolutely mandatory. And then you'll find your life will change forever. So thanks for listening.